Are you in a sorority?
Mm-hmm.
Which sorority?
Alpha Kappa Alpha Sorority Incorporated. Yeah.
I like if I don't do a sport, I want to be in a sorority.
You should.
I think the highlights for Addison's career have been the medals that she has won on the national platform, qualifying for juniors as a youth athlete and medaling there at juniors, qualifying for Florida Elite, which is a very select few. They only take the top 10 girls in the state through all of the weight classes. She's made that team, I think, 2 or 3 times throughout her career.
Hey, Addison. Get in. How are you?
Good, how are you?
Good. So thank you so much for coming with me.
Of course.
So for those who don't know you, explain yourself in 2 to 3 sentences. Who are you?
I'm Addison Frisbee.
Mm-hmm.
I do weightlifting and I go to St. John's Country Day School.
So you say that you do weightlifting. I know you also do rowing as well. 2 completely different sports. So how did you start weightlifting?
When I was younger, I was doing gymnastics, and then I got into CrossFit Kids because of my uncle. You know, he runs the gym and stuff. I was at CrossFit Kids one night and I saw my cousin Tristan lifting, and I was like, I want to try that. Like, let me do that. And so I tried it and I loved it, fell in love with it, and have not gotten away from it.
So why'd you stop doing gymnastics?
I had broken my arm doing a, I don't know, double back handspring.
Wow.
And so I went back after that, but it never really was the same.
Mm-hmm.
I kept having these mental blocks, and I was like, you know what? I just want to try something new.
So I know you've been very successful with weightlifting. So can you run through all of the medals and titles that you have won, if you can remember them?
Okay, so my first one was in Atlanta. Kind of good. It was close. That was a really, really cool experience. You know, I had much more after that. I've been to nationals in Grand Rapids, Michigan, Detroit, San Francisco.
Wow.
That was juniors. And then Pleasanton, which is LA type of area.
Oh, wow.
Yes.
All over.
Yes, very much so. It's a lot of fun though. And just this year I went to Vegas. Really cool experience.
So I heard a little story about your first time weightlifting. Could you tell us about that experience?
Yes. So it's my first meet, and I was going out for my clean and jerk. It's my 3rd clean and jerk, and what it said on the screen, I was like, I got this. You know, it's gonna be a PR anyways. But I went out there, and I didn't even think anything of it to look at the bar or anything. I was just really focused on doing it. And I went up there and I lifted the bar, and I was like, oh my god, this feels way heavier than it should be. And I get under it, and I'm trying to stand it up, and I think I stood there standing it up for probably 10 to 15 seconds, and everyone's just like, go, go, and screaming. I'm like, oh my goodness. So I stood it up, and I ended up getting the lift. I was in shock. I came off the platform. I'm looking at Tristan, my coach at the time, and I was just like, oh my god, what was that? What did you just put on the bar for me? He was like, they loaded your bar wrong. And I was like, what?
That's terrible. You could have really hurt yourself.
It was funny.
I mean, that should have at least showed you that you can lift way more than you thought you ever could, though.
Yes, that is true.
Yeah. So you also row as well?
Yes.
That's something that I've never really heard of, especially in Jacksonville.
You have a coxswain, which was my role. You have a coxswain telling you kind of what to do.
Is that at the front?
Yes.
Okay.
So you're kind of yelling at them.
You're the conductor.
Yes, basically.
Yeah.
it's like you're steering the boat, you're doing everything kind of like that, and the rowers are just rowing, kind of the powerhouse, getting it done. It's so much fun. It's very team oriented.
Yeah.
They're unique.
So how do you balance school and all of the sports that you play?
I would say just keeping myself focused. I know what I want in life, and I know what I want to be, and I know what I want to do, so I feel like staying motivated and just striving every day to be great.
I also heard a story about you running.
Yes.
So please explain that.
Okay, so I was last year I decided, I was like, the coach was like, come run one race, and my sister was like, yeah, Addison, do it, and I was like, all right, like, honestly, whatever, like, send it, I'm down. And so I get to the end, and this girl's like trying to pass me. So I'm like, all right, it's go time. I can literally see the finish line. Like, I'm set. Like,
you're gonna
I'm
make
good.
it.
Yes, I'm like, this is perfect. Like, I'm almost done. And so literally I start speeding up because she's trying to pass me. So I'm like sprinting, and then I just started feeling like, oh my god. And then out of nowhere, I was like, my body just shut down. I pulled over to the side of their football field, and just absolutely puked. And this is in front of like grandstands. Like, I mean, everybody's watching me, and like, I'm like, oh my god. And like, I just puked everywhere. And then I ended up finishing the race. I just jogged, and after, I think I puked a little bit more.
So of course, your sister probably looks at you as like a big inspiration. What are some things that you tell her about her particular sport or sports?
I tell her to keep, a lot, like, it can be a lot of pressure, like, from the coach, or, like, getting things done, or feeling like you're not doing enough. And I just tell her to, like, stay focused, keep your head up. You're gonna have those bad days. I mean, I have them all the time. I mean, it's gonna happen. And, you just got to keep going, and know that you are passionate about it and love the sport, and you want to keep going.
Yeah. So we are here at your school, St. John's Country Day. So what are we going to be doing today?
We are going to be lifting in the gym. We're going to be doing a workout with my best friend Evelyn, who was on our team last year. She just graduated, is now at UNF. I wake up at 5 a.m. I get ready for my workout. I pack my bags, make sure I have my school clothes. Then me and my dad go to the school, and I lift with my team at around 6 a.m. Get the workout done and out of the way, and then school starts at 8:15, and I don't get out of school until 3:15. So after that, I will go to the CrossFit gym. I will prepare the workouts for the kids and the teens for that day. But the gym is a very good surrounding for them. I like growing up in the gym. I think it's just made me who I am, and the community at Blackfin is amazing. I mean, I wouldn't trade it for the world.
Looking up to her as an older sister is definitely something I do, because I think she can do really good things in life, and I want to look up to that.
Her uncle owns a CrossFit gym. She started out there, and it kind of, I guess she got a barbell in her hand, and she was a natural. It just started to flow. They started saying, she's really good with that barbell. Technique was already there, strength was there, and then it was like, you should probably put her in some sort of competition.
If you had to describe yourself in 3 words, what would they be?
Energetic, passionate, and loyal.